Good morning. I'm not sure if you guys actually understand the real honor and sacrifice that we made on this day 14 years ago. We actually had a Fort Pierce native be part of this terrorist attack. Her name was C.C. Lyles. She was a mother of 4. Her youngest was 4 years old, and a wonderful wife. She was part of the Flight 93, the one that crashed in the Pennsylvania field. All she did was sacrifice herself in order for the people to be, there's no word for that really. But I just need to remind you guys that this is an actual attack to our country. They attacked our economy by the World Trade Center. They attacked our defenses by the Pentagon. And it is supposed that they were heading to the White House to just cut us off from our commander-in-chief. So I'm not sure if you guys really understand, as some of you were actually born that year or later of. I was young myself. But I do remember seeing on the television the World Trade Center attack and people falling from the World Trade Center too, just so they could have a glimpse of hope life because they did not want to die in And C.C. Lyles was one of them, except on the second group. So I really want you guys to realize the sacrifice and how much of an honor this is to be here to honor those that lost their lives. Sometimes we take these things for sacrifice. We really need to remember that it's a privilege to be here.
Ladies and gentlemen, students, administrators, teachers, cadets, special guests, our first responders. If everyone would, please give a big round of applause for our first responders who are here today. Thank you all for being here. I just wanted to say a few words in reference to 9/11. About this time, on September 11th, 64 people were boarding a plane at Dulles Airfield in Washington, D.C. Those people got up that morning, knew that they were going to have a long ride to Los Angeles, kissed their wives, kissed their kids, and boarded that plane. Never in a million years did any of them think that the day would end as it did. Those people got on the plane. About 30 minutes into it, 5 terrorists took control of the plane, stormed the cockpit, and with box cutters and brute force, they took over the plane. They flew that plane around for about an hour and waited for the attacks on the Twin Towers, and then they flew that plane directly for the Pentagon. At around 9:35 on September 11th, that plane crashed into the west side of the Pentagon and killed 160 people. So all 64 people from the plane and about 160 people from the Pentagon ended up perishing that day. And America was changed forever. But as with the Twin Towers, there were first responders on the scene. There were police officers, there were firemen, and there were military personnel who, instead of running the other way as that plane was crashing and the fires were burning, they turned around and ran in to save their comrades. And so to me, today is about honoring not only those who perished that day, but those who survived and helped others survive. So thank you all for being here, and please remember those people today in your prayers. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Mr. White. I'm retired Army Special Operations, Green Beret, Ranger, all of the above. I also taught American history at Forest Grove for about 10 years, so I've had a number of the students that are standing out here. And I tried to instill in them a sense of character and a sense of pride and a sense of belonging. The people got up 14 years ago expecting to go to work. They kissed their wives goodbye, they played with their kids, they got them off to school, and they went to work. At 8:45, the first 767 jet loaded with 20,000 pounds of jet fuel crashed through the Northern Trade Center. At 9:03, the Southern Trade Center was hit. The first responders, like Colonel Saxton said, they don't run away from the noise of battle, they run to it. 333 firemen, another 60 plus police officers went up the buildings trying to get people out. A little bit later, about 9:45, also the Pentagon was hit. At 10:10, an open line on the telephone between Tom Burnett and his wife said, "Honey, I love you. I believe we're all going to die. We've got to go." Another person you could hear say, "Let's roll." They went to the cockpit of the aircraft and stopped it from its job. It ended up in a field in Pennsylvania. 2,996 people lost their lives. Some, all weren't in the military, some were, but they were all heroes. They're all American citizens. They were the initial casualties of a war that's still going on. And it won't stop for years to come. Like December 7th of 1941, my dad was on Pearl Harbor. 2,400 and plus people died. It ignited a conflict that lasted for the next 6 years, and over 400,000 U.S. military personnel died. 46 million people died worldwide. At some point in our history, we've got to learn how to stop this. Robert E. Lee said at one time, "It's a good thing that war is so terrible, else we become fond of it. We don't need it." But you people out there are being trained to fight it. That's going to be your job. In doing this job, you will take an oath. That oath is to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And we now have enemies that are domestic. Ladies and gentlemen, it's about character. Live your life that way. Do your duty as you see it, and be proud of what you're doing, because you're the greatest people on the face of the earth at this point in time. I don't care what you hear on television, what you see, or what you know. This is the greatest country that has been in this world since its conception. We have a stumble every now and then, but we will regain our step and we will go. Thank you for inviting me up here. I appreciate it. And Godspeed and good luck to all of you. Thank you.